let's talk about Money Heist for sure. That's the thing.
Good.
I've been obsessed over the show for a couple weeks now, and I watched it a couple weeks ago. And I made a recommendation to you to watch the show, so that I had someone to talk to about it. Because when I mentioned to someone, this was a recommendation to me by a friend,
right?
And I know that I've seen it pop up on Netflix before, but I've never clicked on it because it's just normally not one of my type of shows.
It's a really bad title. Can we admit that? The English title is terrible.
Yes.
Money Heist? Why would anyone hit that?
Before we get into it, we'll just clarify that the first little bit of it will be a non-spoiler.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. So we'll go non-spoilery because honestly, I don't think many, like, I know that it's a highly rated show, but it's still underappreciated here. You know what I mean? Like around in our orbit. So people probably haven't watched it. So I don't want to spoil it for you, but like about halfway through, we will talk spoilers and we will let you know. So you're going to be safe. Like obviously we'll be talking about the things, but it's like nothing you haven't seen in a trailer or something. Like it'll be fine. We'll be nice.
That's fair. And then when we do talk spoiler, because we have to get to that spoiler part.
Oh yeah.
Then when we'll put a disclaimer or something.
For sure. That sounds good.
You also you watched the first 2 seasons too?
First 2 seasons I watched, yeah.
Yes, and currently, as of today, there's 3 seasons.
Yeah.
And you mentioned,
they just announced yesterday that it is renewed for a 4th season.
So I just heard that.
Yeah. What's that?
I just heard that news.
What do you mean?
That it was just announced. The 4th season, which I'm super excited about.
Right. That's amazing.
Yeah. I just wanted the show to continue on, to be honest.
Right.
So how it ended for me, because when I started watching it, I wasn't expecting much of it. And then I powered through it in 2 days.
What?
Yeah, it was insane.
All 3 seasons?
All 3 seasons in 2 days, yeah. I did over a weekend, so I didn't have to go to work. If you think about it, the episodes are about an hour each. It's possible, just with barely any sleep. It's possible. I did it.
I've only watched the first 2 seasons, and it took me a week, and I could not believe how fast I watched it. Really? I've been staying up way later than I normally do. I've been watching them at every opportunity.
So, I don't know if you can tell my tone, but I love the show. It's the best show I've seen in a long, long time. Best TV show. And I'm still a little unsure, like, do you like it? If you stayed up, did you stay up because you enjoyed it? Or did you stay up because you felt like you had to talk about it because we were going to talk about it today?
It's the best show ever.
Which, to be honest, I'm not surprised. It's so good. It's so good.
So
okay, well, just real quick. So it's a Spanish show, right?
Yes. So that's what I was going to say. Do you watch a lot of foreign films or shows?
No, I don't. I have been though, because of Money Heist. If we're being completely honest, yes.
You've watched other shows?
Yes, I've watched other English, like North American TV shows, like Dark.
That's cool. Oh, you started Dark?
Yes.
It's good, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's not as good as Money Heist.
No, it's not even close. Money Heist is amazing.
But I know that's not what this is about, but I like Dark up there with Stranger Things.
I like it better than Stranger Things.
I probably do too.
Yeah. So with Money Heist, when I first put it on, I watch like shows with subtitles on. And whenever the characters were speaking, my Netflix must have defaulted to English dubbed. When the characters were speaking, it didn't match the subtitles. And then that's when I realized that I wasn't watching an English, an English origin based show. Like there was, it was obviously from another language.
So did you watch the whole show dubbed?
Yes, I watched the whole show dubbed.
See, I watched the whole show in Spanish.
Wow.
So it's so
the
funny
experience
that
is still
different.
The same for me. No, I don't know. I still loved it.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's funny how different that is.
And then now I can't even imagine the characters not having those voices, right?
And that's how I feel too. It's so funny. I'm so used to the Spanish voices.
And in the past, whenever that's come upon me, like I have turned off the series or whatever because it's not completely English. I don't know why.
Okay.
I guess because I really want to because of the highly recommendations from my friend there. Shout outs to Andrew. I wanted to power through the first episode, and after that first episode, I was hooked, and I was like, this is the greatest show in life. Right? I always base TV shows on their pilot. I know that I shouldn't put so much weight on it, but I put pilots so high up in like if I'm willing to watch it because I can kind of sense if I'm going to like something. And normally I'm not a heist person, and but because of the recommendation, I watched it and then I was blown away by the initial episodes, and it only got better. Something that TV shows for me kind of drag out is the pacing. It's kind of like the spirit and the theme of the show. Not like shows get good, but it kind of drifts off topic or drifts off the theme of it. Example, I'm watching Glow right now. So the first couple seasons are about wrestling, and then I'm into the third season, and there's barely any wrestling.
You're into the third season already?
Yeah. So
how do you watch shows so fast?
I have no idea. Fast forward.
The last time we spoke, which was a week ago, you were on episode 2.
Yeah, I know. So, so with Money Heist, it's still a heist movie all the way through. It doesn't drift off of the heist, which, it keeps the core of it. And I don't want to spoil the season 3, but like it keeps very on theme without drifting off the theme of the show. And the pacing is ridiculous. It's so good. Like after each episode, how like I'll just watch one more episode, cliffhanger. I'll just, after the episode finished, I was like, how could I not watch the second, like another episode? And it did that almost every single episode for me.
It definitely has Netflix pacing perfected. And I know that it's on Netflix. It says Netflix original, but it is on a Spanish like TV station. It was their production first. But I think now it's exclusively Netflix, I think, right? I think Netflix owns it now.
I have no idea. I'm
pretty sure season 4. No, I know, but I'm just saying it does have the pacing perfected. You're right, because on Netflix people binge, and this is the most bingeable show I have ever seen because it always ends on something that makes you want to watch more.
Yes.
And I know you said cliffhanger. It is kind of cliffhanger, but it's not like predictable. Like, well, in the last minute, there's going to be like a twist. No. It's not like that. It's just like, no matter what happens,
you want to see what happens.
Yes. And it could be good. It could be bad, but you just know that at the end, when it shows the credits, you're like, well, I can watch one more.
Yeah.
You watch in English. I watch it in Spanish. I like subtitles. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, but yeah, I just prefer, because there are times I drift. I drift and I just don't pay attention. So I just like hearing the audio. But I guess by the time I got so into it, I was just like, you know what, we're just going to keep it. We're just going to roll with it.
Right.
And like the dubbing was not as bad. And I'm not sure if that's just because the language and, like I've seen other dubbed TV shows or movies, and it's like you could tell it's pretty dubbed, but this one was pretty good.
Well, I guess like Spanish and English are a lot closer than if you were watching like a Japanese show or something.
Yeah.
Right. Like, cause even a lot of the words are the same words, right? Like a lot of the Spanish words I knew. Yes. Like, so, okay. I guess it is hard to speak about something without spoilers. Like it's hard to say, like, I just want to talk about it.
We can just end it here without the spoilers. We can just say that I recommend it 100%. Definitely watch it. And get as many other people to watch it as you can. And then for 2020 Halloween, we should all dress as Money Heist people.
Well, I'm wearing my mask right now.
Did you? No, you didn't get a mask.
Yes, I did.
Did you actually get a mask? Are you lying to me?
Well, you'll see it when it's on YouTube.
Oh, that's so funny. That's actually so funny. And then, so yeah, just give I gave my 2 cents on it.
Well, oh yeah. So like, why, before we get into spoiler territory, like what, like, we talked a little bit about pacing. Like, why is it so good? Like, what makes it so good?
Well, I think because it handles the hiccups well, because the situation like a Money Heist, things will go wrong. Like it seems like legitimate things will go wrong and nothing is perfect. Where I guess other Money Heist shows or movies, everything seems like it's all planned. Like it's planned to a degree, but I feel like they anticipated the plan and kind of worked around it. I don't know.
Well, I feel like there's also never been a heist. I've never seen a heist or show or movie because like a movie's 2 hours long. This is like 30 hours long.
Yes. Have you seen Inside Man?
Yes, in theaters.
Yes. So that's the only Money Heist thing I've really seen. And then the Fast and Furious, like the fifth one.
Well, I mean, I've seen a million like heist movies and stuff, like, but I'm just saying like it has to be handled so quickly normally. Yes. You don't get to see hours and hours and hours.
Yes, I agree.
It's just like so cool. And then to me, it feels like I found it kind of reminded me of like a graphic novel. Like it was kind of comic booky in a weird way. Couldn't you picture reading that?
Maybe.
I could 100% picture reading that.
You read a lot more comic books than me, though.
Right. I just feel like I could picture every one of those characters on the page. I could picture Monica's hair, how it would be drawn. I was into that.
Okay, so yes, recommendation?
1,000%. Turn this off right now and watch it. It's so good.
Yeah, it's really good.